What is up, you guys? It is Sleepy here. Today I am very wiped out and tired, so I wanted to make this update for a very, very long time. I just now 100% completed my Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan figure, and I am currently selling it, but not selling the actual or the figure that I have, selling it as in buying a new one and making more for people. But I'll link my selling my Facebook marketplace kind of business account in the comments. So this video is mainly about my finished product and some updates along the way and some comparisons of the figure and crap like that, So, some updates I'm going to be doing. Well, one, I got a new figure, obviously a few new ones, and I got a normal Part 4 head, but I'm currently using epoxy to harden, make some hair onto him. So this is going to be a pre-Uber Jason, and I am going to buy a mask from Custom Freek again. So this pre-Uber Jason head, nothing special. From right here, he looks like Bill Cosby or something. Someone, I don't know. Just looks like old man hair. So don't mind the white on his face. I'm going to be giving him a brand new repaint. So yeah, hopefully this epoxy dries, because it says it dries within an hour, but it's been about 3.5 days, and it's still a bit sticky and a bit squishy, as you can see. See, especially right there. So if any of you guys have any tips or tricks with epoxy, I'll show the epoxy real quick and the brand for it, because I'm not quite sure what it does. So I kept the box just in case I needed to return it, but this is the epoxy I'm using, and I know it's water weld, but it's like the only thing that I could find. And I'm guessing the reason why it's not hardening like it says it's going to is because it says putty, and it is putty. And maybe I just need epoxy clay, but I've been trying to contact people where to get some green stuff, or green, yellow, whatever it is. And here's the things. It says it works on all of those, and maybe I should have pause that to read. And I did all of the above right there. And then it says, press the putty firmly to the surface. And I did. I pressed it firmly to the surface, and I've sculpted a ton of the hair, but it hasn't really, it's hardened right here, not 100%, it's still a bit slimy, and hardened right here, and all right here, but that's besides the point. Let's put him right there. So this man right here is not just going to get a pre-Uber Jason. I've got a head on a figure that Custom Freek and I are currently working on, and it's pre-Uber Jason. Custom Freek actually 3D printed this mask out for me, which I'll play a clip at the end of the video. Actually, no, I won't. I won't play a clip. Cut that. But I made a head to go along with them, and the mask is not magnetic or anything. God damn it, sorry. The head with the clear coat on it, it's glossy for the metal to shine, but it's still a bit sticky. And it's been the clear coat has been dried for over, like, I think a month now. But the mask, clear coat's completely dry, but I think it's the paint I used that's keeping the stuff sticky. Like, I mean, the pinkish color for the brain. I mean, I sculpted all of this onto an existing Part 3 head. And his mask is removable, if you could sort of tell. I did make... No, please do not judge me and say this is terrible, because I know it's not the best, and I'm saying this because he looks... the best he's going to look is with his mask on, but without his mask he's not looking good, and we're working on a 3 model with this already. Well, Custom Freek is, and his face, I don't like it. He looks more like a Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I tried. I know it's not good. I mean, from the side, maybe. But not that side. Only this side. He looks good. But maybe it's the skin color. Because, I mean, it is really pink. It's not even flesh tone. Because I thought he was really pink. He looks different on camera than he does in real life. He looks very pink on camera, and he looks a bit like an orangey, skin tone, soft Patrick pink color in person. But it's weird. Need to paint that again, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be painting it, but here's the mask. The mask is 3D printed. We took it out of the, well, Laki, or Custom Freek, took it out of the game, and he shipped it to me, and I painted it with a silver paint marker, and then clear coated it. So it looks metal, which I need a bit more clear coat on it so it can give off that nice glossy metal effect. Hold on. I did see a hair right there. That's funny. The stickiness of the head just left a little hair. Ugh. Put your mask back on. I don't like your face. You look stupid. There you go. Looks so much better now. God, you can never tell that he looks that retarded underneath. Okay, so we got little pre-Uber and then Uber. And then a little Jason body that I'm using to customize things on. I just messed this Jason up. I mean, I put a tree stump on his hand. I just hardened the clay, especially on the inside. I wanted to paint him, but I just gave up for some reason. I'll think about painting him. I wanted to make him like a battle damage custom, but then I took that head from him to make him into a brand new custom. Maybe I can make him into something else, because I've got a bunch of other spare Jason heads that are not a part of my accessories. And but some little goodies that Custom Freek gave me. So right here, it's a 3D printed skull. Please note, these are all 3D printed. But I painted the skull. The paint job is not the best. I mean, it looks amazing on camera, but in person it's really dingy. Like, it's white. But it's pretty cool. You can sort of open and close his jaw. But yeah, it's not painted that good on the inside, but it's the outside that matters. Because nobody's really going to notice unless they look at it like that. But yeah. It's cool. I like it. I really like it, but I don't like my paint job. The 3D model is amazing, but the paint job is absolutely terrible for all I know. Because, just what I needed. I was trying to replicate this paint job, or not like this, but like try and make it at least good like this one, but go with a bone color at the same time, Focus. God's sakes. There we go. But I also have another 3D thing, or 3D object that has been printed by Custom Freek, and it's a little Savini mask. It's pretty cool. Nothing really to see. Haven't painted it yet. But yeah, it's really flippin' cool. And if you look on his page, he's got a 3D printed Savini head. No, I will not show images right here because I'm way too tired to edit at the moment. And, god dang it, sorry. And, I will be buying a head from him to make a Savini Jason custom. So, you guys stay tuned for that. There's this. I apologize for taking a bit long, but I'm just trying to make the video good enough for you guys. I will be cutting the video down short, but not at the moment. Where is it? There it is. So here is another mask from Friday the 13th, the game, and it's a 3D printed one. There's a Uber, Savini, and then this mask. And I have no flippin' clue what this mask is. Honestly, I think it's Roy's. I honestly think it's Roy's. Because, yeah, it is Roy's. You could tell. But it's very cool. But you could tell from the side that it's Roy's. Okay, that's cool. But I was going to paint this into... Focus, please. Thank you. I was going to paint this into like a part 3 reboot mixture of a mask. Just an original hockey mask. Not too clean, but dirty at the same time. So this is pretty cool. I don't really like the shape of it. I mean, I do, but then I don't. It's got its flaws. It's not perfect. That's what I'm saying. The shape is not perfect. But, again, it's from the forum, and it's just 3D printed. Because the game. So, that is fine. That is cool. He just threw in an extra mask, too, which is Vendetta. It's pretty cool. I want to get to painting this one and stuff like that. Apologize. And then, finally, the mask. And I've been hesitant to paint this because I really like it gray, but then I've been looking at different paint jobs for the mask, and I'm dropping things, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you know, I like it gray, but then I want it to look just as perfect as possible, so I might buy another one from him. I might. And I'll paint this one and then just buy another one from him because I'm buying another thing from him because I'm currently working on a figure. Well, I mean, I was working on the figure. I finished the figure, but his head, axe, and his mask are still being worked on. So, that's good. And I will show you guys that figure, what it should look like, in just a second. Actually, I'll do it right now because that's everything I gotta show you. So, for the moment you all have been waiting for, the Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan custom. Don't lecture me in the comments saying, oh, it's bad, it's terrible, you're making bad customs. Because I know in the beginning it looked okay. It wasn't the greatest. No, actually, no. In the beginning, it looked terrible, and I thought it was the best thing in the world. But I've upgraded this figure so many times, and I'm so happy with what it looks like right now. And it's like, it's motivating me to make a, pre-Uber, Uber Jason, Jason Goes to Hell, and a Savini. Like, I'm already motivated to do that kind of stuff. I've been wanting to make a Part 7 figure because the dude hasn't been out, and now he's finally out, and I can't find him anywhere. So I just wanted to make the figure, but I'm not going to because I'm going to get the figure. What's the point of making a custom if it's already out? You know? So, without further ado, drum roll. Don't care if there's any sound effects, but Mr. Jason Voorhees, you get the joke. Part 8, Jason. There you go. So, I know, it's not the greatest, but it's still very cool. The mask is done by Laki or Custom Freek. Axe is done by Custom Freek 3D printed. There's not supposed to be this marks on there. Paint chipped off sometimes, or sometimes the paint would rub off on his gloves because I take the axe in and out of his hand. And the head is 3D printed by Custom Freek. He and I have been working on this figure for a long time, and I'm happy that it's finally finished. Not this exact figure, this is a brand new body for him, but sorry about that. But he and I have been working on this figure for a long time. This figure itself is actually a brand new one. I can go over right now and get the original and the one I'm currently working on, which are pretty cool if you ask me. Muffled character in the background isn't. Ow. So, the figure I was making is a bit like I needed to make a new one. I needed to, because this dude was falling apart. His joints were getting loose, and he was stumbling over his feet like he could barely stand up. But this was the original figure. The mask, head, and axe are from this guy. But I did not like what this looked like, and I wanted a bigger hole. But making this guy, who was I'm not going to say his name, but figure is not finished 100%, but it is still in the midst of working. He could stand up, but I just have him in a way where he can't stand right now. There you go. There you go. So, no, that's not the mask and head for him. That's just temperate. Same with this. You guys would recognize this if you watched my short video. If it'll focus. Look at me! There you go. God dang it. This. Well, you'll see it in a minute. There. Pretty cool. It's one of the first heads that I sculpted, and successfully sculpted it and kept it for a while, but I wanted a replacement because it wasn't movie accurate, and I wanted to, and it started cracking too. Don't worry about this, I just made a custom Jason Goes to Hell mask, and look, his hand's very loose, and I mean, see, it falls off easily, especially this one. You try and move it, it's already off. So, basically this figure is fragile, and I wanted to make custom about dremeling out his arms, but I didn't want to have to put cloth all over his arms. I wanted to use clay or epoxy, but then I realized that it doesn't work like that all the time. I like the thick arms on him, but the thinner arms on these two just make it pop, because like Kane Hodder's arms are pretty thin like mine. Yeah, and his arms are just way too thick, so too bulky. And I didn't like this stuff underneath of it. I didn't like that at all. I don't know why I even put it there, but you can see he doesn't have it, and he doesn't have it. So this guy is being made right now for an anonymous user. Pretty cool figure. You know, I've been keeping in touch, and if you want to buy a figure like this, or they're basically the same thing except for this was an accident. His shirt ripped off right here. Like this part of his shirt, I was trying to replicate this, but this part of his shirt, this right here, it ripped off, so I actually really like it, prefer it this way then this way you guys can ask me or tell me how you want the rip, and I will make it the way you want the rip. And yeah, he's got a tear right there if you can't really see it. It's under his boob area. There you go. But yeah, I'm not reviewing his figure because that's for him. But this one is very, very amazing. I really, really appreciate having this figure. I really appreciate the help from Custom Freek for just this figure in general, because where it all started was this mask. I bought this mask because I saw it and I was like, that's absolutely amazing. I'm going to get this mask and I'm going to make a Part 8 figure. And when I got the mask, I made a Part 8 figure. And it was the best thing I've ever made so far. Well, yes, the best idea I've ever came up with. Because if it weren't for Mr. Man Custom Freek, I would have never had this figure. I'm serious. If it weren't for him, I would have never had him. So, he and I are sort of, quote, business partners. And I'm really happy to have him as my business partner. And I'll link his Facebook and Instagram in the description, along with mine. And this video will be posted up on there. So, yeah, there you go. Articulation is the same. I don't want to go through it because, I mean, the joints are fine. And I'll only go through this. His knee joint right here, I dremeled it out and I painted his knee in there. If the hole's not big enough for you guys, I can make it a bit bigger. But you bend it and his zombie knee is still through. And yes, the knee joint or knee paint does scratch from time to time, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to fix that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So the details. What I did is I dremeled down his arms and made it look as if it were torn up from in the movie. There you go. The axe isn't supposed to have all those marks on it. These cuffs will not come included. I just want to say that. I'm sorry if you wanted the cuffs, but I do not have them, and I cannot make them. I mean, if you wanted to modify it, like get some rubber bands and glue them around it, but paint them black first, or electrical tape. That's all I could say, because his figure does not have them, but he's already in love with the figure, so it's good. It's fine. Same thing on this arm. Dremeled the arm down. Made sure his skin was all scratchy and roughed up. Yes, there is green paint right there. But, yeah, that's cool. And his shoulder is dremeled out too. Everything on his shirt is dremeled out. Even his knee. The holes on his shirt. His boobage. His boob reveal hole. This one right here is dremeled out, because I accidentally went through it, but it looks good. Like everything on his waist, it's all dremeled out. And reason why I made a new one is because this right here, the lip right here, my original, does not have that lip. And I do not like it at all. I hate it with a passion, because I regret cutting this out, because I wanted to make it look like it was tucked in. And it pulls the job off, but it's weird. It looks weird, especially when he's bending over like this. It looks like his underwear is coming out of his butt. And paint job on this was poor. It's a poor paint job, but it's still my original figure, and I have a soft place in my heart for it. Well, this guy, on the other hand, he could bend over all he wants to, and everything underneath there is painted. Like, everything, because if you look, I don't think you could still see it, but the crease, I cut along that. You could also see it on his figure. I cut along that and that right there. But you could see it best Well, it's on the inside. While he's out, his axe. It's 3D printed, painted by me, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah, let's not have him doing that. Right here. There you go. You could see where I cut it. And it's glued back together. It's really strong. There's some green, like it's all light, it's white, black, and brown paint mixed together to make this gray. It's supposed to be like a rotten flesh kind of gray, and then there's the green slime all down his neck. It's actually all down to right here, and then there's right here with it too, if you could see it. He doesn't have a belly button. I don't feel he needs one, but his face needs to be shown. Oh, also, the reason why I like this one better and this one better is because I do not like the multicolored neck. Do not like it at all. His neck is a no-go. And accidental paint jobs were on his neck, and I do not like it, so it's amazing. His face. This guy's face is cool. The mask, you could take a beautiful look at this. This mask is included with the figure. It is 100% included. You could also get one that has adjustable straps from Custom Freek, which these ones don't, but I had to cut the mask down to make it fit the head, which is completely fine. I'm giving out way too many details, I'm sorry. But his face, I painted it, and we got it. We've been working on it for a long time. Took us 3 months. 3 months to work on this head. But it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And voila. Don't mind that. It paint scratched off the mask, but that's my fault. Yeah. Dude's amazing. He is amazing. The paint job's going to look a lot better on your guys's. The blue is not going to be there because that was accidental. Just ignore it. The marker was the same color as this, but it's dried blue. But please ignore that. Do not point it out. Wrinkles are in his skin. They're carved in there. Especially right here. He's got wrinkles in his head. The head is snug. It is a cast of a 3D printed head. So, that is your head. Teeth are painted in his jaw. Especially right there, and the little tooth in the back of his head. I forgot the paint right there where his skull is revealed, but I will paint that onto the figure for you. And it's straight up just amazing. The figure is amazing. I could give you that. It is amazing. The head mold is extremely movie accurate and game accurate. Mostly game accurate, but like, I think I'm the only person who had helped make a 3D printed head sculpt for a figure and customized it and used the figure like that, and a 3D printed axe. But that's all I know. I haven't checked or surfed the entire web. If you guys could fact check me on that if you wanted to, you go ahead. But yeah, the figure looks absolutely amazing, in my opinion. I'm currently selling it for $140. Not this exact one, but a replica. Few replicas if you wanted to buy one from me. I could also take some suggestions for a figure. I will not be making a part 7. I will tell you that. I will not be making a part 7. I can take a, what do you call it? Part 6 Jason, make him into the part 6/7 Jason from in the beginning of the New Blood. And I will do that. I will make any suggestion for a Jason, a concept Jason, an original design for him. I will do that. I would more than love it. I will do the Savini, Never Hike Alone, Bubblehead, Jason Goes to Hell, pre-Uber Jason, and possibly an Uber Jason if I could. But yeah, I could take suggestions. This guy, I will compare him to the other guys because I know you guys would probably be dying to see him in video. His height difference, I'll just put him next to Predator, who's the same size as the Versus Jason. Yes, I got a Predator figure. If you guys didn't know, because it's been a while. There you go. Predator figure is really tall. He's really tall. He's not in the camera. He's about 7... Wait. This is a 7-inch figure. Yeah, he's an 8.1 inch figure. He's pretty tall. He's one of the tallest figures of all I know. For all I know. Besides the Queen alien, the Rhino alien, and the other aliens. Here's the reboot Jason next to him. And yes, I got the reboot Jason finally. Here's a Freddy vs. Jason figure. And yes, this is the Custom Freek mask, if you were wondering, which is absolutely amazing. Go buy these two masks, especially this one. This one has a soft spot in my heart. CJ Graham's Part 6 Jason mask is amazing. I'm sorry, Party. You could stand back here. You're not Jason, but where is his machete? There it is. There it is. There we go. Stand him right here. Right in the back. I got a Roy figure. I think you guys already knew that, but I have a Roy. His face. Ooh. I will show off a NECA collection if this video gets about 10 likes. Or a Friday the 13th collection if this video gets 10 likes. I will be more than happy to do it. Dream sequence. Oh, you also have the option to pick between Dream sequence and a Part 4. No, it's not a giveaway. It's for this guy. Because this guy is a Dream sequence mold, while this guy is a Part 4, and this guy is a Part 4. So he's actually my first Dream sequence custom Jason that I made and love. There. I have a Freddy Krueger figure in his hat. I custom painted, so it's a bit darker than usual. And his glove broke, so I had to glue it back on. Or his claw broke, so I had to glue it back on. I'm going to sand the plastic right here. It's a plastic goo, or plastic glue. And it hardens really good. It's really good. I highly recommend it. You could get it at Walmart. Not sponsored. Sorry. I'm going to move this guy. Put Freddy here, because Freddy versus Jason. And then put Jason right here. Almost done. We got 2 more Jasons. We got a Part 3 Jason next to him. We'll put him right back here because he's awesome. Move him like that. Move him right here. And then finally, Part 2 Jason we have. And this angsty man will go right here. Wait, move him so he's got more work, more of the way. There you go. So, if you wanted to see this Part 8 Jason on my Facebook page, you could go down in my description and just check him out. He's $140, pretty cheap for a figure. Pretty cheap for pretty cheap for a custom figure. And it's a reasonable price. I feel it's a very reasonable price. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And please comment down below. Give it a like if you want to. And give it a like if you want to see a NECA or like Friday the 13th collection. So, yeah. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm not really remembering how to do stuff like this. It's been a while. And you guys have a great rest of your day. And also, this is supposed to be a Friday the 13th special, but I didn't get to be at here on the special, or on Friday the 13th, so happy belated Friday the 13th. I love you guys, and you have a great one.